Alright guys, this is also a video for me getting help from HP tuners. I'm trying to learn how to tune with these laptops. I'm old school. I'm from back in the day when everything was points, condensers, a distributor, changing some jets, and reading your spark plugs and all that stuff. Well, as you can see, getting started back up for the year. Car's pretty much all still the same. If you guys from HP Tuners or any other forum or whatever, or even from YouTube world, can give me a hand at figuring this thing on out and learning how to tune, that would be great, because I'm on a budget. I can't afford no Greg Banish CD. I can't, afford any of that stuff. $250 to learn how to tune when we're on a budget kind of seems kind of far-fetched and out there for me right now. I'm sure there's a ton of information, and I'm sure it's worth getting, but I just don't have the money. Just the way it kind of works for some of us. But started this project out, had quite a bit of money, got laid off, all that stuff. Things change. But anyways, back on point. Got HP tuners in the car, got it all fired up. Now for some of you guys, I wanted to show you what I'm scanning, if you can read any of it. There we go, it focused finally. Not really scanning a whole lot because I was told not to. Trying to learn. So as you can see there, I've got, RPM, I've got throttle position, injector duty cycle, ignition timing, cylinder. I've got the wideband on there. Wideband is set up through the AC system. Got manifold absolute pressure, engine coolant temp, injector pulse width, all that stuff. So that being said, what you see here, just because I have all this on there, that's pretty much just for driving or whatever, because I don't have a speedo or anything like that in here. I just kind of dinking around trying to learn a little bit about HP tuners. Hopefully I didn't screw nothing up, but I'm just trying to learn, so I'm not scared to venture a little bit, but I've ventured quite a bit already, and I'm not getting anywhere. My problem is the cold start on this car is it's very hard starting. Once you get it warmed up, it does great. It'll kick right off, no problem. Beforehand, it takes 2-3 different attempts, and if it's really cold on out, it takes probably 4 or 5 attempts to finally get it to start. Today, the temperature outside is 24 degrees out, so it's relatively cool here in Michigan, and we're going to give this thing a shot, get it connected, get a scan. I will be posting this log up on HP Tuners website, see if I can get a little bit of help from the guys on there, and go from there. I do have, like I said, a wideband. I've got the MTXL, all I could afford. Again, budget stuff. Tried getting a good one, but yet something that was yet a little more affordable, something that's affordable. So here we go. I'm going to connect it. Start scanning. Alright. Bring up that. So the boost gauge isn't meaning nothing, but for some reason it's... Now I just recalibrated this wideband. So here we go. Gonna give her a shot. That's one attempt. 2 attempts. 3 attempts. The 4th attempt, it'll start right up. Runs great. There, now it dies right out. time it'll probably stay running. Now, everything on the HP tuners is logging for E85 because that's the fuel I'm running. Up here, it's running for typical fuel, so normal gasoline. But as you can see, now that I finally got her started, she runs great. And she's showing me with some errors and all that stuff, like I'm a little over 6%, 7% out, and no idea what to really do with that. To be honest with you, I don't know where to go set up those fuel tables. I'm trying to learn. Been on YouTube, been all over HP tuners. Nothing actually goes through and shows you how to adjust your fuel tables per se. Something like a step-by-step or whatever. A lot of guys nowadays do real good with normal videos. I've watched a couple of Greg Banish's stuff. Move this out of the way, give you guys a view of what's there. So you can actually get a shot of the exhaust here. I'm out now. When this thing gets warmed up, it starts reading like it's at stoic, but it still smells rich outside, and it still uses a ton of gas. Now this has the Siemens Deca 80 injectors in it, and I'm not sure if the injector data is right. Like I said, I don't have the money for the Greg Banish CD. I've gotten some help here and there. Had a real kind gentleman, I want to say out of Ontario, that was trying to give me a little bit of help. And things went wrong, south for me for a minute. But as you can see, she's running great. She seems to be low on power for an LS motor. I've ran across quite a few of them. Driven lots of them, built many, and it just seems that she's low on power. Seems like that turbo, even at idle, should be spinning way more than that. I've seen them, whipping more than that at idle. Gasoline reading should be somewhat correct because stoic is stoic. And don't matter what fuel, stoic's, being one is right there. So that's reading, just about right. Sorry about the way the video records digital stuff. Just kind of the way it goes in the world of video, I guess. But the air fuel ratio is set for, it's reading 955 as the commanded. Now this tune I did not make. The gentleman out of Ontario is basically someone that kind of directed me, kind of guided me through it a little bit, so it could still be wrong. Now this has a 2-bar map sensor. I'm going to go ahead and shut, or I'll leave it running for a minute, let it get heat. But it does have a 2-bar map sensor. zoom in so you can see the number. But anyways, the part number is 126-15136. And that's a brand new map sensor. Almost all the sensors on this are brand new. So I was kind of worried that maybe that wasn't set up right. You know, as far as the altitude, all that stuff for my area goes. But, I mean, I don't think it's dead on compared to other vehicles, but not really sure what to do there. I do have a fuel pressure regulator, boost reference, and it's reading about 42 psi at idle. Now I turned that down on purpose because it smelled like it was running way rich, and even like right now it's smelling pretty rich. It's not like the corn fuel smell. It's a smell like it'll burn the hell out of your eyes if you let it. Here in the Bosch 044 running fuel pump. I've pulled the plug. They do look like they're running rich. I don't understand why the MTXL reads different. Maybe it's just in the setting. Right there is where the wideband's set up at. You can see it right there. And it's not far out of the turbo. I considered about running around putting it right here to get a little bit further downstream. Someone told me that was a good spot to put it anyway. My AC tapped right into the intake, right here. So that's getting an accurate reading. Engine's at 129 degrees. The IET's reading 37 degrees. Alright guys, I'm going to conclude this video. If there's anything, anybody, YouTube world or anything else, HP tuners, you guys can, give me a hand learning this stuff. I love it. I'm going to take and save this log file also to take and put up on HP tuners, and hopefully I can get someone to look at it and tell me what's going on. So I was going to leave it cold start, 24 degrees. But like I said, this world of tuning nowadays is a whole lot different compared to what I was taught. Back in the day, you didn't have so many sensors. You didn't have a map sensor reading all that stuff. You didn't have, pretty much, you read your spark plugs. How you want to put it? You read your spark plugs. You set your timing. A lot of different things. But now, my God, you're looking at map sensors and injector pulses and wide bands and just crazy stuff, intake air temperature, and just lots of crazy stuff that I have not the foggiest what half of it is. And like I said, I mean, I know what it is, but it's just not what it does in reflection to tuning or what I need to adjust. Like, it looks like on HB tuners, there's 5 different tables that tells you to set your, for your timing. Okay, well, which one do I use to actually adjust, and how do I adjust it? Everyone says it's got, at, so many pounds of boost. We're going to set it at, let's, for instance, 18 pound or 18 degrees, and I can't even don't even know what my timing's set at now. I don't know where to see it at, because it shows a range from like 1,000 RPMs all the way on up to 6,500, and it says everything from 11 degrees to 27 degrees, let's say. So the spectrum is really wide when tuning with fuel injection, and I'd really, really love to learn this stuff, just so I can do this stuff as a weekend guy. Not looking to make any money off of it or nothing like that, but it'd just be really nice to be able to learn it so I can at least see what I'm doing and go from there. So if you guys have, any information, I'd be very, very, very grateful. Until then, you guys take it easy.